Good morning, guys. It's me, Candy. I'm back with another video for you guys. It's a day in the life video with my family. We are homeschooling. We went ahead and started the other day. Today is our second day back to school. We went back to reading On the Shores of Silver Lake, which we just kind of dropped and didn't pick back up for the last several months. So I'm going to make some cornmeal mush for the kids this morning. They were asking me yesterday when the girls were eating it on Little House and saying how good it was, what exactly it was. And this is something my mom used to make us during the winter and stuff when we were kids, so I do know actually what it was, and I do know how to make it. So I just put some salted water in a pot, brought it to a boil, and then I'm slowly adding a little cornmeal at a time and whisking it in until it gets to the consistency I want. If you just drop a big cupful of it in there, it will be just completely lumpy and gross. Once it is thick and creamy, I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit of sugar to it and bring it down to a simmer. And then I also am putting some bacon into the oven on a baking sheet at 350 for about 15-20 minutes until it's kind of crispy. Ideally, I would do salt pork, but we don't have any, and our local Anthony's is out right now, even though they usually do carry it. So we will try that at some other point so that the kids can learn what salt pork is. So here you can see where it has the little lumps of the cornmeal that I just added a little bit too much too quickly. But as I keep stirring, it does eventually break up, and here is what the cornmeal looks like now that it is finished and ready to serve up. We are totally out of milk, and I need to go to the store later, so we are going to go ahead and use some evaporated milk in a can. We're going to pour a little bit of evaporated milk and sugar into our bowls and mix that up and eat it just like that. So it's just kind of a sweet and creamy and warm breakfast for us, and again, we'll have bacon on the side. CJ ate like half of this pot. He really enjoyed it and asked me if I would make it more often than just as a little bit of their history. Mika said she did not care for it at all. Bubba and Penny both ate a bowl full. Actually, I think Penny ate 2 bowls and Maddie ate 2 bowls. And of course, they completely wiped out all the bacon because they're hungry little kids. So here is the cornmeal I'm getting served up, and then I have extra sugar and the evaporated milk here for the kids to dish up. I have the cornmeal container just so I could show the kids the texture of the cornmeal and the bacon. And then I also have my bacon grease just sitting to the side because I just saved it off the bacon, letting it cool off before I put it in the fridge. It tastes like
grits.
Yeah.
It tastes like
Maddie, is it good?
Yeah, I love bacon.
You love bacon. Penny, is it good?
Tastes like oatmeal.
Merry Christmas, Ma and Miss both said together. Merry Christmas, Laura answered as she was setting the table. At each place, the plate was turned bottom up over the knife and fork as usual, but on the plate's bottoms were packages, small packages and large packages, some wrapped in colored tissue paper and others in plain wrapping paper tied with colored string. We're going to go ahead and start this blasting off with Erupting Volcanoes Magic School Bus Science Kit and do about 3 or 4 of the experiments that are in here. While the kids were eating breakfast, I went ahead and soft-boiled the eggs for one of the experiments, and they are in the sink of cold water, ready for us to just dry and take outside.
Got your lines?
Don't
I dropped it. Are you tracing the lines? Penny is doing good.
Whoa, I just have to touch it and then it shows the cracks.
Yeah. They're soft boiled, so.
Mom, my egg's turning blue.
Yep, it's because it's a little bit wet still.
But I'm using a black napkin.
It says, in this experiment, we'll pretend the soft-boiled egg is the earth. The shell will be the crust, the egg will be the white, or the egg white will be the mantle, the egg yolk will be the core. Once the egg is cooled, take the egg and tap it on the table so cracks are formed, which we already have. Use a marker to go over these cracks. These cracks represent the boundaries of the tectonic plates that slowly push the tectonic plates together. Observe what happens. Are you done?
Not yet. There's a spider on me. What Mario?
Penny, you're doing good.
Mom, do you have to check right here? Check right here. Mom, do you check that check right?
Ready? Now you're gonna slowly pull apart your tectonic plates over the pan so you don't get it all over you. Let her go, and then you guys take turns. Oh, just push with your thumbs, baby. Just push them apart with, yeah, there you go. Just push.
My turn. The whole thing, Penny.
Just push your thumbs in. Ew.
My turn.
All right, Bubba's
That was
turn.
like a zit.
Oh,
That was a zit.
that hit Mama. Look at that.
Let,
right,
let,
who's
let
next?
Maddie go. Let Maddie
All right,
go.
let Maddie do it over the pan. Push your thumbs in over the pan, not
Put
your
it
dress.
here.
Put it
Like
on.
that. Push it real hard.
Push it.
Squeeze
You
it.
squeeze it like I did.
Oh.
Yeah, do it.
Well, we'll have to change that. Oh, there we go. All right, Bubba needs to go wash his hands in a second. All
My
right.
turn. Oh, yeah. It feels so weird.
Let me see.
Mom, I tried
CJ, push in with your thumbs. Oh, but do it over the pan.
It was funny when it
Ew, popped in your hand, huh?
Yeah.
Ew, it feels so weird. Yeah.
So do you see how it gets out of the?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I feel like a zit.
It's
Do
just
you understand how it gets out of Earth?
yeah,
Yes.
the pieces move.
And then it
That's why
shifts. And as the thing shifts,
The yolk goes.
Was that messy?
Yeah.
I'm surprised the yolk got out before the actual white.
Yeah, because it's soft-boiled, so.
My white came out and then my yolk.
Mine came out the yolk and then the white.
What do you see?
Some tiny fat things.
The holes? Do you feel it?
Mm-hmm.
What's it feel like?
Bumps. Bum rocks. And that then popping out.
Yep. Find a bump.
Yeah, do you want me to move it where you could see? Like there. Do you see anything? Maddie, hold it some
Hey, it's okay. It's okay. All right, you ready to pass it to Penny?
Penny,
All right, let's let Penny have a look.
Penny?
How's it look?
Feels bumpy.
Yeah, do you see it?
Black. There's black inside of them. Your turn, CJ.
No, CJ, look, Bubba. What does CJ see, Maddie?
You see them, CJ?
Those are different minerals, Mickey. That are in the forest. This is my rock book, man.
Do you?
Yeah. I can find you real quick if you can get it. So it's not.
Prunage. 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 It's prunage. I can do it.
There she goes.
Mom, I have to.
Okay, we are going to go ahead and eat lunch real quick. It's about 12:45, so we really kind of are a little late for lunch. But I'm going to take some of these apples we picked up today at Anthony's when we ran in the store for milk and a couple of things we need for some experiments this week. And I'm just slicing them with my mandolin slicer because I have a few kids who have loose teeth and said that they didn't think they could eat apple slices with their lunch today. So I think if I do them this thin, they will be easier for the kids who have loose teeth to eat these. And then I'm also going to go ahead and make a big can of tomato soup, and then I'm also making some grilled cheese sandwiches. Last time I was going to make grilled cheese and we were out of bread, I used hamburger buns, and the kids actually said they really like them this way better than with regular bread. So I'm going to go ahead and do that again since we have some hamburger buns just sitting on the counter not being used and I don't have any plans for them. I'm also going and making this tomato soup I mentioned. We do ours with milk in it and not water just to make it a little creamier.
I'm gonna try to make it like flat.
I got one. I got one for you to put it on.
Can you do it?
Yeah. This is much harder than a balloon.
We'll see, Bubba. Good job.
Nice. This one now. This one for now.
Okay, so here are the kids' volcanoes. I couldn't find anybody who had a bunch of newspapers laying around, so we just made paper mache volcanoes using construction paper, and we're going to let them dry and paint them tomorrow, and then the next day we will do our eruptions. Okay, so I'm going to get inside and get dinner started. My father-in-law just came over, asked me to bake his cornbread. He has had beans in his crock pot and just realized his oven apparently broke, and so I'm baking his cornbread, and meanwhile I've whisked up 5 egg whites until they were frothy. I actually used my immersion blender to do it. I cheated, but whatever. And then I mixed up my 5 egg yolks, folded those in, and now I'm going to add about a half a cup of flour, and this will be my batter for my poblano peppers tonight. James has the ground beef on the stove. He's already seasoned it with chili powder, paprika, oregano, cumin, garlic, and onion. And it's over there cooking away. And I have put a pound of pinto beans in the Instant Pot with a whole bunch of water. I've cooked those for 20 minutes. They are going to be mashed up after I drain them with the, I'm going to use the immersion blender to make my refried beans shortly. But I've showed you guys that before. I'm not going to show it today. Plus, like I said, my father-in-law's here. He's got the kids all worked up. And so I'm just working on dinner and letting the kids enjoy time with their papa. Here are my poblano peppers. I seared them on the stovetop and then peeled, well actually, I seared them, put them in a bowl with foil over the lid while I was making up my batter, and then I took them out of the bowl, peeled the skins off, cut a slit in the side, and then I started working the seeds out of those. I cubed up some cheddar cheese and now I'm stuffing it in my peppers, and then I'm going to dredge them all in flour really good so that my batter sticks to them. As I batter them, I am dropping them into a pan that is on about medium heat with about an inch of oil in it, and I'm just going to cook them until they are browned and then flip them over, brown them on that side, and then they are ready to go. These will be our side to our tacos and our pinto beans. I'm super excited about this. I have been stalking my poblano peppers as they grow in the garden and waiting anxiously for them to get big enough to pick. Chili rellenos are like my favorite thing. When you go to a Mexican restaurant, I'm perfectly happy just having a chili relleno and chips and dip. So we are just going to, like I said, stuff these with cheddar cheese because I do want the kids to try them. I don't know if pepper jack will be too spicy in these for the kids, but I think next time I may do Munster cheese and pepper jack cheese. We bought Munster cheese today, but the kids wiped out the whole pound of it in their grilled cheese sandwiches. I also think next time I will make sauce for these. I did not do it tonight because I had too much going on with the cornbread in the oven. The taco meat I was trying to keep an eye on because James was kind of talking and not really paying attention to the taco meat. The pinto beans in the Instant Pot. The kids worked up. It was just a lot, but these were still really good. CJ and I just poured some of our garden salsa over the top of them, and we loved them. Mika said not so much. So that's okay. We know who likes them. We know who doesn't. Bubba and Penny did not want to try them, but maybe they will in the future. When we do taco night, we do some crunchy, some like in the oven. We did go ahead and do the broken ones in case somebody wants a taco salad. They can break those up. And then we also have soft tortillas and a pan laid out to warm those. We have garden salsa, lettuce, tomatoes, onions, sour cream, and jalapenos. And then also James got out the taco sauce because we forgot about that. Here is my super messy plate. I was in a hurry. Kids were jumping all over the place wanting their dinner. So anyways, that's my dinner tonight.
Yeah, you got boots like me. George, where's the watermelon? Do you see it?
No.
It's right here in the middle. Look.
Are you having toss it?
Yay for watermelon. Where are you stomping around to?
On the grass. Where's Baba, Mom?
He'll be here soon. He's still at Papa's.
Go.
You eating, Lulu? You eating all my okra? Was it delicious?
Mom, I thought you lost scissors.
Did you?
Yeah. They were hiding in the tomatoes and cabbage.
Yeah. Well, it's a jungle out here.
Mommy!
Look at my bowl.
Yeah, I was about to get even colorful. I will eat this one, Mom.
Uh-oh.
Mom, I will eat this one.
Yeah, go for it.
Look at that. Ooh, you're like Roger. I better go pick some out.
She loves her some okra. Look at her. Does that make your taco night even better?
Salsa.
Yeah, salsa.
I never had a tomato salad. Not tomato salad.
Tomato sandwich?
Tomato sandwich and mayonnaise yet.
Okay, we...
And over there, my little garden is starting to get tomatoes.
Okay, well, we can do that with lunch tomorrow then.
Oh, yeah.
You've been stealing tomatoes from our bowl?
Ooh, she dropped the big one.
Maddie, let me see what's in your shirt. Nothing. Oh, Maddie.
I have a Maddie.
What about in your shirt?
Maddie.
Let me see what's in your shirt.
Oh.
Where are you going? You stealing tomatoes and leaving. Lulu.
Thank you guys so much for coming along with us today. I've got to get all these veggies inside. I've also got a whole lot of dirty little kids to give baths, read stories, and get off to bed. So I hope you enjoyed coming along with us today, and if you did, I would appreciate if you give this video a thumbs up. I would love to chat in the comments below, and if you have not already subscribed, I would love if you would subscribe and stick around for more. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.